Hello, hello, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Welcome to your December Tarotscope. My name is Liz. I am the Femme Genius, and I'm so excited about this reading to help you navigate the month ahead. So whether you're watching for your sun, moon, or rising sign, or you just felt like you were drawn to this reading, just take what resonates and leave the rest as always. I do these readings to help you have little road markers to support you and harness your energy in a unique way. If you're loving the content, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow Aquarians, and hit that subscribe button for more intuitive insights and tarot magic. Make sure you tap the bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos drop. You don't want to miss what's coming up. So let's jump into your reading, Aquarius, and see what the cards have to say. So today I'm going to be using the Housewives Tarot for your December 2024 reading. Ooh, there you are. High Priestess right in the front of your reading. Oh my goodness. Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. I almost don't want to pull the last one. Okay. We can't leave on a Five of Cups. What's the last? Okay. No, we can't leave on that one either. All right. Nope. Okay, one more. Okay. All right. Here we go. I am flipping my wig because right off the bat, I noticed I've started this new thing where I'm doing the readings bird's eye view so that way you can see what I see. I'm just going to make sure I'm still kind of working out the spacing of all of this. So bear with me. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Now I've touched it. It's a big deal. Okay, I'm sorry if that was really loud. But the thing that I'm noticing is that 5 out of 8 cards are major arcana. So those are the cards in the deck that are numbered and they don't have a suit. So High Priestess, World, Wheel of Fortune, Death, and the Moon. And then we have 2 of Wands. That's here in Sagittarius season. Actually, this is like an Aries card, but we'll talk about that in a second. And then we have 5 of Cups and 3 of Cups. And these are all interesting because these are like emotional. So I'm rolling up my sleeves. Let's just see what's going on here. So immediately here you are, the High Priestess. You are being called into a deeper sense of self, a deeper sense of your own energy, into how you use your energy, who gets your energy, just who you are. And it feels like part of who you're being called to be in this season of life is shutting down the world, completing some cycles. The Wheel of Fortune coming up with this is so important, and Death. Like I can't express this enough. Like all 3 of these are closing out the old and allowing yourself to kind of like flip into the new cycle, because the World and Death are both to me ending energies, but it's not just like, okay, we're shutting a door, we're moving on. It's almost like selling a house and being able to go through everything in the house, box up what you're taking, sell or give away the rest. And then it's like walking through every room once it's empty and being able to reflect on the memories there, telling old stories of like, oh my gosh, remember when this stain in the carpet happened and we had to rip up the whole thing and we had to lay down new carpet in a weekend and blah, blah, blah. Or like, oh, remember when we had to replace the oven because da, 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 da. Or like, oh, remember this little indentation in the ceiling was from New Year's when we popped champagne one year and the cork just, whatever it was. Those little things, like those anecdotes, those ways of not just moving on, but commemorating, what's happened, what you've learned, the stories along the way, the connections you've made, the way that other people were involved, and then being able to, close up the house for one last time. And it's bittersweet because, you're going to miss it, but you're taking not just the things inside, but all of those memories, those moments in time that create a life. And so it feels like that's really what you're doing here, is that there is an ending happening, but you're really being invited this December to go through the house. So maybe that's the house of the calendar year. So let's just use that as an example right now. That would look like, kind of going room by room would be going month by month, or, season by season, and really looking back at life and saying, okay, from this perspective that I have now, what is it that I learn from all of this? From where I am now here at the end of the year, how did all of this fit together? Or where are those moments where perhaps, like there was the stain on the carpet and I just was so overwhelmed, but it turned into, oh, and now we have a reason to lift up all the carpet and we're laying down hardwood floors. And in the end, it actually ended up being not only something better, but also a memory that's really become part of the family lore, or like this became a more significant part of my life where I thought it was just a disaster that had no meaning. And yet now I see how it fits into the bigger picture. So now is a really good time for you to be doing that. And it not just in that kind of like it's December way, but it feels like when we see all of this major arcana, it really signals to me that you're at a major crossroads. There's major change happening in your life. This is not just deciding to use a different shampoo, which is also a major change. But this would be like, leaving a job or graduating or, selling a house or moving or the loss of a loved one or, kids moving out of the house, whatever it is, some major change or like a pivot point where you're like, I now have different choices I can be making, or I now have a different set of options available to me. How do I want to step into this? But not just like, how am I stepping into the new, but how am I processing the old? How am I processing what's come before? So this feels like it's a time where there is this really beautiful movement forward, this opening into the new, but there's also an emphasis here on closing out the old and also, reminiscing, a little bit of nostalgia, but not in like a toxic way of like, oh, I wish it was the good old days, but being able to really, repackage the memories in light of the whole path, seeing where you've ended up. So then the memories take on a different narrative. 5 of Cups, it feels like, needing to move on from things that are no longer emotionally fulfilling, but remembering that you are taking the 2 most important with you. Being at, again, a crossroads, 2 of Wands. And so you're being really supported in fantasizing about your highest path. It doesn't feel like it's time necessarily to step into it in December. It feels like it's about collecting the information, collecting the stories, putting them into some type of order for yourself. So that way you can say, okay, from here, this is really where I'd want to go, or this is where it feels like my highest and greatest good is leading me. The moon, going through that very restful emotional cycle, being able to put some things to rest, being able to forgive, being able to kind of wrap up old stories. And 3 of Cups. This is so beautiful. 3 of Cups is usually my like deep friendship community card. I love this one where it's like the red and the blue are pouring into the purple and there's a baby here. So it feels like the advent of new and fulfilling friendships, or having a different type of support system around you, having a different type of community that starts forming around you. So this again feels almost like a move into something new where you would be surrounded by new people, new energies, or like a new take on old energies. So maybe it's a group that you've hung out with forever, but now you're going to start like a bingo club, or you're going to start a book club, or you're going to start, going for walks together. Really good December energy, Aquarius. I love this, but it feels like there is a lot of major change, and you're going to be able to support yourself through it in the best way by, taking those steps through the old rooms and really seeing what's on offer there. So Aquarius, I'm sending you so much love this December, as always. If you need anything, you know where to contact me. There's information in the description box below about how to book your own reading with me. And I'm just so excited for you. I will see you definitely in January, if not sooner. So have a wonderful December, and bye for now.